Hello and welcome to the second before and after. This is basically where I watch a film. I record myself before I watch the film, say what I'm expecting from the film, and then afterwards, literally the second after the film finishes, I'm going to give you my immediate thoughts. Last time I watched The Art of Getting By, and today I am going to be watching The Grey, which is a film with Liam Neeson. Now, I don't know much about this film. Literally all I know is it's called Grey, got Liam Neeson in it, that's it. I know that it's got some pretty good reviews. I think it's like 79% on Rotten Tomatoes, or Tomatoes if you're American. But I don't tend to go off reviews. The only reason I know that is because I asked Siri how long the film was, because I was trying to weigh up which film I was going to watch, and I went for the shorter one, which was this one, which is 1 hour 57. But she just told me that it was about 79% on Rotten Tomatoes or Tomatoes. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. I have no idea what it is. It doesn't look like it's going to be a comedy. I think it's going to be a drama, possibly, judging by the cover, quite suspenseful. Yeah, I'm quite excited to dig into this. The reason I bought it is because when I first started collecting, again, it's the same as with The Art of Getting By, I had bought it at the beginning of when I started collecting. I hadn't got around to watching it. This one I got because there's a YouTuber, you probably heard of him, if you're watching me, Absolute Sublime One. He's great. And by the way, little FYI, last night I was lying in bed on my iPad, and I was watching Jay's video. Why did I say JJ? Jay's videos, Absolute Sublime One. I was watching his videos literally until 4 in the morning. And then I was like, oh god, it's 4 in the morning, what am I doing? And yeah, but he had this in one of his hauls or collections or recommendations, whatever, and said he liked it. He likes films set in the snow, and apparently this is set in the snow. No idea. So I will catch you after I've watched it. Well, The Grey. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Very, very tense. In parts, and it was really, really good. I'd recommend watching it. The basic premise is that Liam Neeson and some other guys are on a plane. Plane crashes in the middle of the snow, and the survivors are trying to survive. It's, you know what, I've got mixed opinions on it, because whilst I feel like it was a really good movie, I feel like it was quite predictable at parts, and quite, finger was in front of the camera there for a bit. It was quite predictable at parts. It was sort of like and some parts were quite cheesy, I suppose, because there were parts where, oh, by the way, one of the main things they're trying to survive against is these wolves, who are essentially going to kill them because they're out in the snow and they're in their territory, so the wolves are clearly going to kill them. But there's like some shots where like they're walking through the snow, and then it'll sort of the shot will refocus, and you'll see the wolves off in the distance, and quite cheesy, bits are quite predictable. After a while, it got to a point where it was like, okay, right, we get what's going on. They're dropping, like the wolves are just taking out each individual person one by one. But the thing is, though, it wasn't like an unreasonable thing. It wasn't like these wolves were plotting to kill these people and they were plotting. It was just nature, and it was how stuff would happen. It was really, really good, and it was really interesting to see how the different people interacted. The cast was amazing. Liam Neeson, oh my god, that was such a good performance from him. Like, oh yes, really, really good. I've not watched much of Liam Neeson, and I should watch more I should watch more movies that Liam Neeson's been in, because this kid was very good in this. I've got to say that a lot, like, the cinematography in this was so good. Like, it was just so, and some of the music, like, it was, they had this sort of tribal drum sound effect, which was just so, like, and when it played at different parts, it was just so, and some parts of it were quite emotional, some at the beginning was quite confusing, and then by the end it just all pieced. I love those movies where all just pieces together at the end. Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. If you don't want any spoilers, I'd go away now, but this isn't really a spoiler. When the plane first crashes, and Liam Neeson's talking to this guy as he's dying, that bit is so good. Oh my god, that just set up the entire movie perfectly. It was just so perfect because it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful when he was saying that death will sort of sweep over you or whatever. Oh yeah, that was an amazing moment. Um, Everything was just amazing. One thing that I will say, however, that was quite noticeable for me. I don't know whether it's noticeable for other people, but at times, like the snow, like the falling snow, was quite realistic in parts because I'd assume they'd use some fake snow. But at parts, it was quite obvious that they used CG. At least I think they used CG. I'm not sure. But the snow seemed quite fake at parts, like when it was, especially the sort of close-ups of people with snow falling in front of them like that. That looked quite fake. I don't know whether it's just because I haven't seen too many films set in the snow, so I don't know how snow really comes across on camera. But to me, it looked a bit fake. Anyway, I'm rambling now. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, The Grey. Afterwards, after watching it, I definitely recommend giving it a watch.